There's an old expression. You never know what you could get until you ask for it. Did you ever hear that before? Okay. I think this applies to everything in life. Everything. Okay. Name something. Okay. So let's say you meet a girl. I'll give you an example for the first time. How are you going to meet that girl? You got to talk to her, right? You got to introduce yourself, right? You got to say, hey, how you doing? Do you like chicken? I like chicken. Let's go get some chicken. Like there has to be some form of an interaction. Okay. Name something else. How do you get a job? Right? You have to contact someone, whether it's a recruiter or you send an email or you send your resume. In everything in life, there has to be some form of a communication, a dialogue, right? There has to. It could be anything. If I go to a McDonald's and I want to get a burger, I got to tell them, right? I got to say, listen, I got to order it. I want a Big Mac. I want a Big Mac meal. There has to be a form of communication. I want gas in my car. How you doing? Yeah, do me a favor, $20 regular. If I just went to the gas station and I didn't say anything, the guy's going to think I'm a psycho. He's going to think I'm a Norman Bates, right? Okay. So people will say something. You never know in life what you could get unless you ask for it. Now, the key is that it's a world of free will, right? Right or wrong. Someone could either say yay or nay. Okay, but the problem is with society, with a lot of people, not all people, but with a lot of people, is that they tend to look at this sometimes as you are a beggar. This is what they say. They're like, you're begging. No. Listen, I'm going to just explain something to you. I went through a tremendously bad time in my life, and I don't wish it on anybody. Listen to me. I don't wish what I am currently going through. I don't wish it to my worst enemy. To my worst enemy. How I lost my wife and my mother in 2 weeks. I lost the two people, let's go over this, that loved me and loved my children and that were our support group. Jennifer and my mom, Josephine, they were everything to us. Everything. Do you understand? Everything, not a little, everything. Okay. And now I don't have my mom and my wife anymore. Okay. So do I need help? Yeah. Sure. I'm in a really tough situation. Do I need support? Do I need love and support? Yeah. Do I need financial support? I do. Because why? This was no fault of my own. People try to make like this. This is not my fault. I set up a beautiful life for my wife and for my mom. They both had illnesses. My wife was dealing with cancer. My mom was dealing with COPD, and she had the triple bypass, and she had pneumonia many times, actually, not just once. She had it like about 2 or 3 times. And I set up a life where I kept them home, and we were able to care for each other all the time. Where I was my wife's caretaker, making an income of $3,000 a month, and I was taking care of my mom, and she had her Social Security, disability, and pension, and it was a beautiful life because I was able to dedicate my full life to taking care of my 2 ladies and still providing for our children and providing for our family. Now, unfortunately, that life came to an end. It's not my fault. It's not their fault. It's nobody's fault. It's just unfortunate that that happened. But does that mean that people shouldn't have a good heart? It's not that I'm begging. I'm explaining to you my situation. I'm explaining it to you. Now, you could say, Apefather, I love you. I love you. I love your entertaining channel. You made me laugh all this time. You've always entertained me, and I feel bad for you. I feel bad for your family. Here's a Cash App. I'm not begging, because at the end of the day, a person could say no. That's it. Look, just because I do this, here's an example. I say this, look, ready? Here's my Cash App. It's the $ RichardLevoi. No space, no underscore in between my first and last name. $RichardLevoi. If someone would be cool enough to send a Cash App our way, I'm going to give you a big shout out. It's going to help our family get back on track. God bless you and God bless your family. All this information is in the description of this video. Just because I do that, I'm not forcing anybody to do it. If somebody wants to do it, they do it of their own free will. They do it from their heart. And if someone doesn't want to do it, hey, I'm still going to entertain you anyway. So I don't consider that begging. That's not begging, okay? I consider it being honest. I consider it being transparent. That's all. So I really think that people need to stop being so damn negative, okay? Like, Apefather, you sound like a beggar. Apefather, why don't you go get a job? And I said to people, I'm thinking about getting a sales job, but I would prefer to be a full-time YouTuber. Is that okay? Like, listen, YouTube, you make money from different places. Every YouTuber does it. Some YouTubers, they sell merchandise. Some YouTubers, they have memberships, sponsorships. Every YouTuber seems to ask for super chats, right? Okay, so this is not like, the stuff I'm doing is not like from planet like Mars here. You know what I mean? This is, everyone's doing it. Why don't you go yell at them? Why don't you go tell them when they say, hey, if you get a chance, like and subscribe to my channel and check out my merchandise and we accept super chat. Why don't you go break their chops? It's only about me. It's only about the 8-ball. You guys all like to break my chops, but I don't see it as begging. I see it as, I'm just a professional. I'm a YouTuber. I'm being transparent. I'm an open book. I'm telling you my frustrations and what I'm going through in my life. And it's completely up to you if you have the good heart that you'd like to give an entertainment tip. And that's what it is. It's not a donation. For the last time, people say donation, not a charity. It's an entertainment tip. I'm a piano player. When you go to like a piano bar and you give the piano player a tip in his piano bar jar, no different than what you're doing for me. I am a piano player and I'm entertaining you. I'll show you. I'll give you an example. I'm going to give you an example, okay? Hold on here. This is what I do. That's what I'm saying. Anybody who would like to give an entertainment tip? This is my Cash App here. It's the $ RichardLevoi. The $ RichardLevoi. I'm going to give you a big shout out, okay? Helps my family get back on track. We just lost my wife, my mom in 2 weeks. It's devastating. I don't wish this on my worst enemy, what I'm dealing with. I am dealing with a pain and suffering right now, and my children are, that you can't imagine. But isn't that what the world is supposed to be? We're all supposed to be there for each other. We're all supposed to have human compassion and kindness and caring. And I'm just simply telling you what I'm dealing with and what my children are dealing with. It's up to you if you want to be there for us, okay? So I hope that this puts this to rest with this crazy concept of you're a beggar and this and that. It's terrible. Just stop it. Because I don't wish what I'm going through on you or anybody. And maybe if you were in my shoes, you would feel differently.